Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at times throughout Kristen Bell's career, away from her acting roles, when she stole our hearts and reminded us why she's one of the industry's most loved performers.
There's the sloth here, it's close, it's gonna happen.
Number 20, the saga of the reclining chair.
It's my favorite time of year. Lazy Boy's having a sale again.
Ever since we watched Joey and Chandler get lazy boys on Friends, we've desperately wanted those comfy-looking recliners. In 2017, we got to vicariously live through Dax Shepard as he showcased his on Instagram. However, Belle, his wife, wasn't too keen on the chair edition, at least where Shepard put it.
I can just get him to turn it.
Or yes, it should be angled towards, like, to be a conversation area. Because he said you can see, because I said, where does Kristen watch TV if you're in the middle of the room?
I'll show you where I watch TV.
He'd moved it from his office to the living room to enhance his viewing experience. However, Belle detailed in her posts on the tale that putting it in the middle meant two issues. One, it didn't fit with the decor. Two, it severely damaged her viewing experience from the sofa. People even chose sides in the argument, making it even more adorable.
Oh, and then I realized I just have to sort of drop back and stop mentioning it. He'll come to his own conclusion. And then a couple months later, sure enough, he's like, you know what, would you mind if I moved the lazy boy out of the living room and put it in my office?
Number 19, the Jersey Turnpike.
She does love to dance. And
Is she a good dancer?
She's a pretty decent dancer. She points at the jam box in our living room when she wants to dance.
Wait, you have a jam box in your living room?
Of course.
In 2014, to promote her work on Frozen, Belle popped up on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Soon, the conversation turned to her one-year-old daughter.
Your daughter will grow up and watch this movie and go, my mommy was in this amazing movie.
Yeah,
You've got to be proud of that.
It makes me very proud.
After talking about Belle feeling like a food truck with her child's constant demands for milk, she spoke about the little one's love of dancing, in particular the Jersey Turnpike, made famous by Jersey Shore. Without a moment of hesitation, Belle demonstrated her kids' skills there, and then perfectly with an emotionless expression on her face. The actor also mentioned that she and Shepard have enthusiastically made their daughter's dance party into a family affair.
So now we both do it with her because she starts it. And I think it started because she didn't have a ton of balance.
Right.
And then now we've encouraged it, and that's like her go-to move.
Number 18, interrupted intimacy. Once you have kids, finding a moment to get intimate with your partner can be a mission. If you're not exhausted from parenting all day, you have the mini humans following your every move around the house. In 2017, Belle detailed her embarrassing intimate story on The Talk. While jumping bones with Shepard, their children wandered into the bedroom.
What did you say or do?
It's how they were made. It's okay, everyone. It's how they were made.
Immediately, the reluctant couple stopped the deed and asked them what they wanted. And with a little white lie, they sent the kids out of the room again so they could continue where they left off, minus the audience.
And we just said, we're gonna, Mommy and Daddy are just gonna take a nap for a couple more minutes, and then...
Number 17, supporting Dax's sobriety. After struggling with various substance issues that began as a teenager, Shepard did amazing by getting clean. In 2018, Belle posted a heartwarming message on Instagram to celebrate her husband's 14th sobriety anniversary, where she praised him, clearly showing the love. Even when Shepard relapsed in 2020, Belle stood by him and helped him through it.
You know, new things in place to make sure it doesn't happen again, and he's we're going back to therapy, and I love that he's addicted to growth, and I will continue to stand by him because he's very, very worth it.
The duo speaking honestly about their experiences has been invaluable to many who can relate to that struggle. Respect and support aren't one way either. As Belle explained on the Jennifer Hudson show, when watching the first episode of Nobody Wants This with Shepard, he was just as invested in the on-screen romance as everyone else. No jealousy, just praising his wife's work.
He grabbed my arm and he was like, oh, I want you to kiss him so bad.
So he coached you to it, huh?
Yeah, he loved it.
Number 16, animal lover. When a celebrity shows a smidgen of love towards animals, they instantly become beloved. Belle takes her passion to another level. A vegetarian since she was 11, she became vegan for a time before going back to veggie during her first pregnancy.
You can make like crazy delicious sides, and even as a non-vegetarian, forget that the meat has even been made.
Bell and Shepard solidified their vegetarian status by being featured in PETA's Sexiest Vegetarian Celebrities of 2013. Away from her diet, Bell is a big dog fan, on top of owning several of her own, some of which she rescued from serious catastrophes or who were injured. She also worked with several dog and animal charities to promote their work, and even fostered animals too.
You'll find a lot of loving pets waiting for a home of their own, just like I found Lola. And we will be very happy if you adopt a new family member.
Number 15, helping with a promposal.
Sarah, there's something I wanted to ask you, but I didn't know the words, so Kristen Bell is gonna help me.
With the usual star away, Bell stepped up to the plate in 2017 by guest hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live. And she knocked it out of the park by making it memorable for some students by being Blonde Oprah. After playing the Fast and the Frozenest with two girls, dressing them up like Anna and Elsa, Bell distracted them and told us what was happening. It was a setup to help Michael ask Sarah to prom.
Michael and Sarah have never been on a date before. Sarah has no idea Michael is asking her to prom. This could go terribly wrong, but you gotta admit that it would be great TV, right?
After Sarah brought back Michael hiding in a Kristoff costume, he unmasked. Bell serenaded her on his behalf by asking her to prom to the tune of Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
He thinks that you're really cute. He's asking you to be his prom date in front of millions of people.
Before she'd even finished the song, Sarah agreed. Cute. Number 14, the friendship with Craig Ferguson. For the audience, what entices a talk show host and a celebrity's interaction is when it's obvious there's a real friendship behind the scenes.
Truth.
That's good.
Who do you like?
Why are you saying truth? Is that a new thing that the kids are doing?
No.
You've done it twice now.
I don't know.
No, you're doing it. You're
I
trying to
just
make it
did
happen, aren't you? It's like truth.
Truth, yeah, like
Yeah.
leg warmers when I tried to bring those back. That
Good.
didn't work.
You forgot to wear them. You were too busy.
After first arriving on The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson in 2005, Bell would go on to be a regular guest, racking up nearly 30 appearances before Ferguson left in 2014. The two gelled together so well, bringing funny warmth whenever they were on screen.
You got your pilot's license.
I did,
Congratulations.
yeah. You want to go out and fly around with me?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Yes.
Highlights of their time together include Bell jealously criticizing Ferguson's sidekick, Jeff Peterson, and when she got the host to consume a fake mustache she found in the green room. Using her pregnant belly as a drum, Bell even popped up in Ferguson's farewell show for a musical montage. Number 13, promoting mental health treatment. While we've come a long way as a society, there's still a taboo when it comes to talking honestly about mental health issues and seeking treatment.
I think that anything that's taboo and hard to talk about should be some of the first priorities you should be talking about with the support systems in your life. I wish that I had known as a person in the public eye to talk about it publicly at an earlier date.
When a celebrity takes a stand, speaking about their struggles and getting help, it inspires others to do the same. In 2016, Bell spoke to Sam Jones from Off Camera about suffering with anxiety and depression since her college days. As a result, she sought help and has been taking medication for it ever since.
I present this very cheery, bubbly person, but I also do a lot of work. I do a lot of introspective work, and I check in with myself when I need to exercise, and I got on a prescription when I was really young to help with my anxiety and depression.
After also writing a piece for Time magazine, Bell has spoken several times from the heart about her struggles, including a dark period during the pandemic. In 2023, she became the first mental health ambassador for telehealth company Hers.
I just don't want anyone to feel like they don't have a support system. So if we collectively as a society, like self-care, this whole idea should also include caring about each other.
Number 12, making a girl's dream come true.
Hi, Avery. This is Princess Anna of Arendelle. I just wanted to call and say hello. So, hello! I hope you're...
In 2015, the Huffman family received dreadful news that their daughter, Avery, was diagnosed with diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma. an inoperable brain tumor. To help lift her and her family's spirits, Bell got into her Anna character from Frozen and left a heartwarming voicemail in which the Huffmans recorded their daughter's reaction. After introducing herself and wishing Avery well, Anna then had a conversation with her sister Elsa before announcing that the brave youngster is now an honorary princess of Arendelle.
Wow, that's so exciting. I think you'll make a great princess.
Avery's response to Belle's hello and her giggles of excitement throughout would melt anyone's heart. Sadly, in 2016, Avery passed away from her illness. Number 11, entertaining a nursing home during a hurricane. In 2017, the Category 5 Hurricane Irma struck. While in Orlando, Florida, filming Like Father, Belle was stuck at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort as she waited for the storm to subside. When thousands of nursing home residents were transferred there too, she stepped up in a big way by entertaining them.
What do they like? Bingo. They like bingo. Got a bingo ball. Started calling bingo. I also, because I'm very nosy, went right to the director of Atria Senior Living and I was like, okay, so I have 80 able-bodied people who are doing a whole lot of nothing. What do you need?
On top of hosting bingo, chatting, and eating with the residents, Belle also performed for them by singing. She even sang with one lucky chap, John, who she called her side piece. To top it off, the actor dusted off her Frozen vocals when she performed for evacuees at a nearby Meadow Woods Middle School. Belle was in amazing form during this hurricane, which you'll discover more about later.
Number 10, dressing up as Elsa.
'Cause for the first time in forever, I will be right here.
It could be argued that Kristen Bell's biggest role to date was when she gave voice to Anna from Frozen.
Rather than be too on the nose by dressing as her own character for Halloween though, she went as Ice Queen Elsa. She apparently did it under extreme pressure from her daughter who, adorably, was also going as Elsa for Halloween. Though we love that mom acquiesced to her daughter's demands, it's Belle's hilarious and angsty Instagram post that really made this a winner. There's no grin in sight, but we love it. The real kicker here is that apparently her kids don't even like Frozen that much.
You could have guessed you'd have the only children in America that don't like Frozen.
No.
Number 9, when she hosted the SAG Awards. Leave it to Kristen Bell to own being the first ever host of the SAG Awards. Right out of the gate, she threw in some self-deprecating and relatable humor about being a Disney fan when she was a kid.
Knowing and believing that one day I would be a part of that magic. I am Kristen Bell, and I am a narcissist. Sorry, I am an actor.
In just her opening monologue, she managed to cram in a jab at First Lady Melania Trump, some sly TV references, and an important message about the wave of change in 2018.
Let's make sure that we're leading the charge with empathy and with diligence, because fear and anger never win the race.
Over the course of the night, Belle reminded us why we love her so much. Whether she was praising Greta Gerwig or shouting random words like Fire Pit and Meat City.
Fire Pit, Special Sauce, Hangnail, Meat City, Steve Carell.
But let's not forget, she knows what the people want in their heart of hearts.
I think we can all come together and delight in one thing. Frozen 2 is coming out in theaters 2019, you guys. I'm very excited.
Number 8, when she and Dax did Africa. Kristen and Dax are a comedic 1-2 punch the likes of which few couples, celebrity or otherwise, can compete with.
Hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies.
Before introducing children into the mix, the two took a trip to Africa. And to honor the occasion, they basically turned the entire thing into one big music video for American rock band Toto's hit from the 80s, Africa. Their over-the-top dance moves, lip-syncing, and unabashedly campy aesthetic certainly did the original video proud, while producing a bona fide viral hit of their very own. Number 7, her performance in Never Have I Ever.
Never have we ever fallen asleep making love.
Ellen DeGeneres had an uncanny knack for getting guests to open up about things they didn't mean to.
One more surprise.
In this hilarious segment, Bad Moms co-stars Kristen Bell and Mila Kunis get surprised by hubbies and ex-Punk'd co-stars Dax Shepard and Ashton Kutcher, and then proceed to play a game of Never Have I Ever. Though all parties involved were funny, Belle won the day by showing a complete lack of shame about what her and Dax have done together, while also throwing him under the bus with some faux drama.
Never have we ever been in handcuffs.
Never have we.
Oh, you have because you're just talking about the movie now.
No.
Well, she says no, and you say
He's
yes.
talking about another partner, Ellen.
Number 6. When she and Dax played Game of Thrones. The comedic duo and real-life comedic partners in crime strike again, this time giving us their best impersonations of some notable characters from Westeros. Playing their way through the hit HBO series intro song, Belle and Shepard frequently switch up instruments and characters to hilarious effect. They give us a little taste of incest, a quick duel between Brienne and the Hound, and perhaps most hilariously, a pair of sparrows, where you can really see Belle's commitment to the gag. Though it might be short, it packs a lot of entertainment value. Number 5. Her rescue of Josh Gad's family. Though Kristen Bell most often owns our news feeds with her hilarious antics, she's also got a heart of gold. She proved this beyond a shadow of a doubt when crisis struck in Florida, where her Frozen co-star Josh Gad's family lives.
Is that your folks?
Those are my parents.
Uh-huh.
That's my mom and dad, who immediately called me up as a hurricane, a Category 4 hurricane is hitting. They're like, we're famous. They're so excited.
Stuck in Tampa, where they had gone in hopes of avoiding Hurricane Irma's destructive path, they found themselves in harm's way when the hurricane changed directions. Luckily for Josh Gad, he had an ally in the area at the time who was able to pull some strings, Kristen Bell. A true friend and real-life hero, she assured Gad that she would take care of them, even if it meant sharing her own room.
She literally said these words, even if I have to share my room with your entire family, I will make sure they're safe.
Wow.
Number 4. When she got real candid about motherhood.
Just anything to keep the epidural flowing, because I felt so, these modern hospitals, man. They treat you right.
Kristen Bell isn't interested in acting out a picture-perfect life for the cameras. She and Dax Shepard are often put on a pedestal because of all the fun they have together. But she's made a point of stating that they have problems just like any other couple. Another way in which she has been refreshingly honest is when she discusses having children.
Are you going to have more children or no?
No. We don't want to be outnumbered.
She clearly loves her kids, but as she made hilariously clear when talking to Ellen, it's not all smiles and baby pictures. She compared visiting the show to, quote, being on vacation, voiced her appreciation for the audience being able to wipe themselves, and shared tidbits about her drugged-out birthing experience.
As someone who has never experimented with drugs, I really enjoyed it. It was kind of a wonderful experience for me.
Number 3. When she performed a Frozen Metallica mashup with Dave Grohl for his kids.
If I were to like jam a song with you, I would become the coolest dad in the world.
I would jam with you.
No.
I would, yes! Are you kidding?
When the iconic Foo Fighters frontman guest hosted Jimmy Kimmel Live, dressed as David Letterman, a mustachioed Kristen Bell, in a full Tom Selleck costume, performed the song Do You Want to Build a Snowman from Frozen, before transitioning it into Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Say a prayer, little one, don't forget my son, to include everyone.
Honestly, it's hard to say which one she did a better job of. Though jamming with Grohl would be a dream come true for many, the iconic rocker claimed that the privilege was all his, given that his kids apparently love Kristen Bell and Frozen. Of course, her own hosting stint on the show was equally awesome.
So let that be a lesson to the kids out there. Stay in school until something better and far more lucrative comes along.
Number 2. Her uncomplicated wedding. Though it can be a lot of fun to read about crazy, over-the-top celebrity wedding ceremonies, we've got a real soft spot for stars who buck the trend and choose to keep it simple.
We did, yes. We went to just the courthouse, and the $142 he tallied up, that includes the gas that it took to get there.
First, these two refused to get married until same-sex marriage was allowed. How cool is that? When the time came, they kept it super casual, tying the knot with a bare-bones ceremony at the Beverly Hills County Clerk's office.
But our wedding picture by window 1 where we signed is us and then like a big zombie cutout, because it was right around Halloween, so it makes the pictures interesting.
But the icing on top of this wedding cake is Belle's ability to laugh at herself, which she reaffirmed by sharing this Throwback Thursday pic of her crying during the ceremony as Dax laughs at her. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Sloth.
He's coming for the party.
Speaking of Kristen Bell crying, her obsession with sloths and her reaction to the very possibility of being in the same room as one just might be some of the best content available on the internet. It all started when Dax decided to surprise her with a visit from a sloth to celebrate her 31st birthday. Though the video itself is priceless, she literally gets choked up just talking about it. Then, of course, at a later date, Ellen brought out Lola the Sloth to meet Belle in front of the studio audience. And sure enough, Belle loved it.
All right, I have some gifts for the baby. Let's bring out the basket for the...
Who cares about the baby?
Yeah, who cares about the baby?
If you could bring back any TV show that Kristen Bell starred in, what would you pick? The Good Place, House of Lies, or something else? Let us know below.
I hate to see you walk through the final door at the edge of existence, but I love to watch you leave.
There we go.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.